Welcome to Elevate with Elsner. Join us for inspiring conversations with individuals who have transformed their lives and are making a difference through the work that they do. And now, here's your host, Blake Elsner.
Welcome back to another episode of Elevate with Elsner. I'm your host, Blake Elsner, and we are going to go on a little solo jog together. We're going to go down a street and we're going to talk about how high-level individuals seek out top systems. What I mean by that is there's certain points that a high-level individual seeks out to elevate themselves, and when they elevate themselves, it leads to financial opportunities, which then elevates their family, elevates the people around them, and so forth. So when we say how to keep these top-level individuals around in certain industries that might not align with what they see as value in their own self, they're going to move on to something greater. So these systems that are in place have to adapt. And in order to adapt, they have to realize that these talented individuals, their talent alone is not enough. They need more, because in order to feel fulfilled on a daily basis, they need to be challenged. They need to have systems that elevate their performance. Because as those type of people, they want to strive for excellence. And if they don't have a system in place or a structure to where they can scale, where they can grow, they're simply going to burn out. And that's a big thing in a lot of industries. There's only such a ceiling you can hit in certain jobs, careers, whatever you want to call it. And I think that weighs heavily on certain people. And when they show up to their job, they might not bring 100% because they know the end result or the work and put in all the effort might not be worth the top of the barrel. So seeking efficiency, that's another key point. Talented individuals, they're often drawn to systems that like streamline processes. That's another thing, and it increases productivity and it increases success. I've seen that firsthand. And if they're able to focus on their strengths rather than getting bogged down by inefficiencies, they can continue to elevate, and that's how they feel fulfilled. And so these top high level individuals who understand their value are going to seek out systems that bring them to the next level. Before, a lot of people were complacent. Now the business world, the entrepreneurial world, all this stuff, whether it's education, medical, everything is changing. People are starting to understand, hey, I might be worth a little bit more. And you are. That's what you have to realize, is that you are worth something. And a lot of times it's a lot more than you're paid now. But you have to put in work to get to that next level. It just doesn't happen overnight. And so these talented individuals, they adapt, they grow, and these systems that are high achieving systems, they offer room for adaptation, personal growth. And there's certain industries where systems evolve with talent, and you see it in like tech, you see it in real estate, to be honest. Real estate's another great one. Obviously, people have to pivot, and the ones that join the proper teams grow the best. And I've seen that firsthand. When you have the proper training, entering an industry where you're dealing with some of people's most prized and valuable assets, you're going to need some training, whether it's joining a team or the brokerage has training down. And that's included in top level systems. So with us, we have a pretty well-oiled machine in place to where if we did need to bring somebody on, we could easily train them, get them going, get the individual selling. And that's part of our system. The thing about it is top level systems are in place to scale, right? So if you're not in a position to scale, then you shouldn't even be looking for top level individuals. But if you want to scale, even if it puts you in the red, you go out and you look for high level individuals. There's a story. It's a very fascinating story that one time when I listened to it, it was an individual. He had season tickets. I think he went out and maxed his credit card out, and it was the Utah Jazz. And this individual basically took all of his money and put it into floor seats at the Utah Jazz game. Now tell me, is that a gamble or what? And by the end of that season, he had made so many connections by putting himself in the right place, in the right room, and by talking to people, he made a connection that he got a successful job, and from there he grew, and those floor seats became minimal to him. It's crazy how life can do that to you. If you just put in the effort and think about what all goes into being successful. And these high level individuals understand that. So when you leverage your expertise, these people, individuals, workers, whatever you want to call them, they are magnetized to those top level systems. So a lot of them, the results driven too. So they want to see positive numbers. They want to see, things that are working, because when they're around things that don't work, it feels like they're not valuable. Therefore, the burnout gets higher and they want to find something greater, something that's moving the needle. And that's all part of the continuous improvement aspect of high level individuals. They're always looking to improve. And that's a key part to basically adapting to new markets, new processes, new programs, whatever you want to call it. They understand how to continually improve, which is pivoting in another word. These individuals also know how to collaborate. They know how to innovate. They're very powerful minded people. And powerful minded people understand their value, and they're understanding it more and more each and every day. So my point is, when we go down to these industries to where they're not keeping their system up to date with today's systems, those top level individuals are going to go to the next industry because they're going to realize the passion that they have down there can't maintain the lifestyle or the expectations of what today demands. As much as they want to, as much as the passion is there, they're simply not going to be able to make ends meet. So that means there's a different bracket of individuals. At some point, someone else is going to have to take that, most likely a less qualified individual, which then creates a whole different ball game in certain industries, right? The person's not as capable to do the job. They hire the individual. Things can go wrong. High-level individuals seek out top-level systems. And if these industries don't start adapting, don't start seeking top systems, I'm telling you, these people are going to go elsewhere. So bringing this kind of to a wrap, some people might say, well, what is a top system? You've sat here and talked about a top system for 10 minutes. And like I said, a top system is everything pretty much that I talked about. It's a well-designed, high-efficient, reliable framework or process that supports, enhances, produces high performance and success in whatever field or activity they may be in. A lot of times, they're characterized by effective methodologies or proven effectiveness. They're basically have a proven track record. They're delivering consistent, high quality results. The systems can be scaled. They're adapting to meet growing, changing, and ever evolving needs. They're optimizing all possible output. The input is analyzed, and then the output is great. The support, the resources, it's all powerful. These top systems come with robust training structures. They come with tools, expert guidance, everything that you can have at your disposal to maximize your potential, which elevates your opportunities for financial gain. A lot of these systems, they allow flexibility. They, are able to integrate basically a strong framework into a unique circumstance. So if the individual has certain characteristics or stipulations to meet, a lot of times these top level systems can pivot. If the talent is there, can pivot in order to keep that talent there. They have flexible options as a top level system. It's just not a one and done. That's a big part of it as well. So yeah, integration kind of goes with the whole flexibility part. They're able to integrate things with other tools, processes, systems, and that all ensures a smooth operation in the industry, no matter what it is. They continuously improve. There's training, there's learning, there's mentors, and there's coaches. And a lot of times, these systems, They're extremely user-friendly. And that's so that they can elevate themselves at a faster rate. It's not to mean that the work's easy. It's to say, hey, you put in the work, we're going to maximize your time. Because that's how you scale at an extremely rapid clip while not missing any dots on I's or any crosses on T's. That's my way of putting it. So systems, they're sought after. Top systems are by these talented people at the end of the day because they enhance their abilities. That's one of the biggest. Enhancing your abilities obviously drives financial options. It reduces errors. It saves time. And obviously, ultimately, greater success in whatever they're doing. Any endeavor. So what I wanted to say was basically that if you're out there and you know your worth, go out there and prove that you have it in yourself to go to that next level. And if there's any doubt, you know what you say? Fuck them. And you move on. Because those aren't your supporters. Those are people that don't need to be in your circle. Close your eyes. Move them out of your circle. They don't deserve to be there. Nobody negative deserves to be in your mind. And if there's something you want to do, if there's something you want to accomplish, even if you might fail at it, do it. And whatever external validation's holding you back, fuck it and go for it. You got one life. So let's remember to continue to elevate together. Until next time, I'm Blake. See ya.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode. We sure do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, make sure you're subscribed to the show wherever you consume podcasts. This way you'll get updates as new episodes become available. And if you feel so inclined, please leave us a review and tell your friends about the show. Until next time,